All right, guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So we just got back from our local Walmart. That's right, we just bought a whole bunch of stuff. Let me show you what we got. Alright guys, so a lot of dry goods. So I went ahead and ran my numbers for you. We have a total of 169 pounds of dry goods. That's a lot. It really is. But if you're actually thinking about using dry goods for meals and stuff for your family during SHTF events, technically it's not a lot. Alright, depends on how many people you got in your home, how much you're actually using as far as food. Now most of this stuff, they usually serving sizes is a 1/4 cup dry on just about all this stuff, if I'm actually correct on this, and it gives you a certain amount of calories. So what I recommend doing is play around with your serving sizes. Actually look at the calorie intake and stuff like that and see if that's going to be enough. All right, if you're making a meal of just rice and beans and that's the only thing on that meal, is that going to be enough for a meal? Do you need veggies? What else you need? All right, so let me go over the list of everything we got here, guys. As far as rice, this is 80 pounds of rice. We have the Walmart brand, and then we have the other brand, the Mahatma brand. Both of those are at Walmart. We also have the red kidney beans. This is the 1 pound bags. We got 15 pounds of the red kidney beans. Next up, we have the Great Northern beans. That's these right here. These are 2 pound bags. We got 12 pounds. So there's six bags of the Great Northern beans. These are actually pretty good. You know, stock what you normally eat, guys. I eat all this stuff, so I have no problems on any of these beans. All right, next up we have black beans. We've got a total of 14 pounds. We got 2 of the small ones. I wanted a good number here. 2 of the 1 pounds and 4 of the 4 pounds. We just recently bought some 4 pound bags on our last trip. So this is just this trip here. I never show what we have total or where I put things. I don't do that. All right. So moving on, we have lima beans. I've shown these quite a bit. These are the 2 pound bags. Lima beans, we have a total of 16 pounds. So that gives us 8 bags of the lima beans. Lentils, it's been a while since I actually found these lentils. They're hard to, I've been having trouble finding these. We have 8 pounds. These are 1 pound bags, so we got 8 of those. Lentils are pretty good. If you don't like lentils, hey, don't get it. And then we got pintos. Now I've already got a lot of pintos, but I couldn't pass it up. This is a 4 pound bag, and we also have the 20 pound bag down there. That gives us a total of 24 pounds on this trip alone. These are, as you guys can see, this is all Great Value brand except for that other 40 pounds of rice there. Now, again, can you survive off just rice and beans? Yeah, you can. You can. It's a great meal. But you also want to diversify a lot. That's why you see us stock up pastas, spaghettis, chicken, Spam. I love Spam. That canned ham, the Bristol, and I think the other one's Dak. Chili, you know, chili and rice is amazing. Chicken and rice is amazing. I don't have a video up just yet, but we also buy stocks in the cream of chicken in the can. It's freaking awesome. Putting with your rice is just great. So we've been buying stuff like that. I've been looking at the powdered gravies and stuff. All right, you know, something just to add to the rice. You can get a lot of rice for nearly nothing. I was getting these at $8 and change at Walmart. The price changed again on me, but there for a while I was paying I think it was over $14 for a 20-pound bag of rice, and that was for the Great Value brand. Now the price did drop down a little bit, so I've been buying up as much extra as I can. I look at rice as a base. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it as a base for other foods. All right, so we have all kind of other different types of foods. Rice is a good base. As long as you're mixing up with other stuff, you know, I've heard of food fatigue. I've never experienced food fatigue, but if it's a possibility, may as well have a couple other types of meals to mix in with it. All right, you make one giant goulash, whatever, as long as you got food coming in. All right, guys, so this is what we've done this week. Actually, we've done a lot this week. We've been pushing really hard on the channel. Just the fact is, the news about farmers cutting down half their crops, having to sell off their animals. Guys, you do whatever you want to. Me, I'm a prepper and I keep stacking food. The food price is going to go through the roof. Food shortages are here and they're going to get worse, a lot worse. Simple math. If they're cutting down half their crops, means your food supply that you have availability is going to be cut in half. That's simple math right there. Economics, supply and demand. If there is a high demand of an item, food, you have to have food, it means the price will go up as well. This is another reason why we stock while we can. All right, I'd rather pay the prices now than what the price is going to be in 8 months. There's just no way I'll just keep on prepping like I'm doing and catch it while I can. Just like when we do the precious metals and stuff, catch it on the low. Buy up as much as you can when it drops. All right, you don't want to be paying high premiums on stuff like that, do you? No, I don't. But I buy those things for bartering purposes later on. I'm not an investor. I don't get in silver and gold for investment. I don't do that. This right here is what's going to sustain your life. Food. All right. If you don't like beans, don't get beans. But I'd recommend at least trying to start liking them, because at a fraction of a cost, rice and beans, you have meals, you have food, which means you have energy, which also means that you sustain your life. You sustain the life of your family. So keep on stacking, guys. Don't be playing around with this stuff. It's not going to get better. Don't be, what's the word, pessimistic about it. No, that's not it. Don't be a procrastinator. That's the one I'm looking for. Don't push it down the road. Our government keeps on kicking the can down the road. And what happens? The American people is paying for it. And we continue to pay for it. Look at our U.S. debt. Look at the new agency hires that the U.S. government has done. That's not for the rich cats. No, they're coming to check your accounts. That's what they're there for. That's why they hired another 87,000. It's not to check the 1% of the wealthy. No, it's to check the middle class and the lower class. Most of the middle class. Yeah. Get food put back. It's going to get bad. All right, guys. I've got to freeze all this. And it's actually going to take me a couple days to do all this because I don't have the room to freeze it all at once. The reason why we freeze it, guys, rice and beans, is because most of these are processed in facilities and collected. The rice is really the worst that I've ever seen. And it doesn't matter what brand I get. Weevil eggs, all right? Weevil eggs attach themselves to the rice. And it's usually in the facility. And then you seal them up, vacuum seal them up, Mylar with oxygen absorber, and they hatch. Now, can you skim weevils right off the top of your pot while you're cooking? Yes, yes you can. I will tell you this much, if you open up rice and see a brown powdery substance in there, that's usually defecation from an animal, as in insects. So the choice is yours on that one. Me, I freeze it. That way I know the larva is dead. It will not hatch. Air dry everything out. Depends on how long it's going to take, the humidity in your home, stuff like that. Air dry everything out, then we Mylar it all up. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing, guys. There's all kind of Mylar companies out there. We use Wallabies. We're affiliated with them. Guys, you don't have to use us. You get a discount. I get a commission. That's it. and you help support the channel, but you do get a discount. If you don't want to use Wallabies, hey, I don't care who you use. If you're not using Mylar and you're still vacuum sealing, hey, I started with vacuum sealing. That's what I first started out with, vacuum sealing and oxygen absorber. I learned I got better protection by going with Mylar. So we did small investments, a little bit at a time, and we started doing Mylar. So anyway, guys, you need to protect your stock as much as possible. All right, guys, y'all keep on prepping. Speak to y'all later.